So one of my subscribers, DM, over on my Discord shared how in Europe, BYD is really pushing hard on the ads, and even primetime ads, like before a soccer match. And he did this little recording, and we can watch it together. And take a look. It's the BYD seal, and just showcasing what the car looks like, essentially making everybody know that this car exists and this car is here. And of course, soccer is quite popular in Europe, so this is of course quite a smart move on BYD's behalf. Recognition is very, very important. Now, he also interestingly commented that instead of spending on NIO houses, NIO should spend on this. Now, this brings us to an interesting question. With these ads, what are you trying to show? Okay, now with BYD, it's obviously the product. NIO's strategy was always to have essentially the NIO houses be like an ad in the middle of a densely populated city, and people walking by or driving by can see the store, can see the logo, can see the cars inside, and they might choose to check it out and just go in and discover more about it. But this is where the situation arises. I mean, NIO does have ads. NIO has some ads. Some of you guys shared that NIO has ads on the airport, at the airport, about battery swap in 3 minutes with a picture of the ET5T. I mean, even if NIO had these ads, unless they were explicitly advertising battery swap, which is the big selling feature for NIO, then it wouldn't really differ from any other car advertisement. If you're just trying to showcase the car like what BYD is doing, yeah, people might know, yes, there's this car, it looks all right, looks pretty cool. But the features, you know, there's not really anything special about BYD seal in terms of features. But definitely with a NIO, there's battery swap and all that kind of upgradability, all that kind of good stuff. And that is not public knowledge, right? Even here in China, it's not public knowledge. So if NIO was able to spend some money on those ads and then place it on prime time, and yes, it's going to be very, very expensive, then perhaps, I mean, it will pay off big time if they get big success with it. And they're able to maybe, for example, one of the biggest events here in China is the Chinese New Year celebration. They have a show called 春节晚会, which is just everybody watches it. All right, most people, they will sit at home, watch it. They have like comedic performances, musical performances to celebrate the coming of the new year, and lots of very big baller companies do advertise there. And if NIO was able to advertise there, I mean, the ad price would probably be like a year of rent or 2 years of rent for a couple NIO houses. It will be very astronomical, but it will drive the point across. Just one big ad with the solid delivery, letting people know about battery swap and upgradability, and just have it as public knowledge. Sales might not increase right away, but people will know about it. It will start to become public knowledge. People will start to look into what the hell battery swap is. But you got to think about the reason why NIO is not doing this, okay? Because this, like throwing money at ads, is just a huge wild card, okay? You're not going to see immediate returns. It's just a huge cash burn. And I guess investors might not really like seeing 100 million go down the drain in terms of just ads and have nothing to show of it. That's the biggest fear. And of course, it could absolutely also backfire and make sales even worse if it's not done properly or done well. And that's some of the biggest fear, that just, you know, maybe it's better to just not do it, all right? And just build our NIO houses and just let growth come in naturally, even though it's a bit slow. But I think it's time that NIO did do a leap of faith and really just advertise battery swap well. I mean, it's just so unfortunate how under-advertised battery swap is. I still remember watching that video a while back, a couple months back, of another content creator here in China who owns an ES8. He went next to a swap station asking pedestrians, do you know what this is? And people saying, oh, it's an AC unit, it's a car wash unit, it's a charging station. Well, that's pretty close. Charging station is pretty close, but majority said AC unit. That just shows public knowledge is just not there. All right, not just in Europe, here in China as well. They got to really push widespread knowledge, people knowing that battery swap does exist. It's the better form of charging. It is the gasoline equivalent in the EV world, and all the benefits like no battery degradation, ability to upgrade batteries, ability to enjoy new battery tech. That's why people in the know like to buy NIOs, right? People that like you guys or people that review cars, they love to buy NIOs because they know what the hell's going on. But the public, me going to the NIO stores, trying to help the sales rep secure a customer, and then they've been talking for 30 minutes, and then I come in because I'm just eavesdropping in the side, pretending I'm checking out the car to see where they're at in terms of conversation. And then I come in 30 minutes later, and then it turns out that the person, the customer, thinks that battery swapping is manual, done by hand. That really shocked the living crap out of me. And that just really shows, and that customer ended up buying a Li Auto, because it was much easier to understand. But that really just shocked the living crap out of me. No joke, all right? And that just shows the state of knowledge, all right? How naive people are towards battery swap. Definitely NIO needs to take a big leap of faith and just spend that money, get that thing done, and let people know about it. I mean, like, you still see a lot of EV owners, if there's charging and then a swap station, some of them will still go and crouch down and look at the swap take process during the swap and be like, what the hell's going on over here? They don't know about swap. And that's why NIO implemented the broadcast, all right? They were saying, oh, this is a new battery swap your battery in 3 minutes, which I said was a very good move. That's a cheap way of getting the knowledge out there when people go and check out the swap station. But what about people that are in 4th, 5th tier cities that can't really see swap station, don't know what swap is, don't know what NIO is? So that's why you got to push out the big marketing budget, take a leap of faith, put that out there. People are going to be watching something like this, and then prime time as well. No battery swap, that's going to get them interested. They're going to do some research, maybe even potentially test drive the car, and that's actually what you want to achieve. They might not buy the car, might be out of their budget, but at least they know about it. All right, that's the whole purpose. Know about it. Now it's like people don't know about it. Once people know about it, it's gonna get much better. People are gonna be talking about it. I remember doing a battery swap once, and this was at a Gen 1 swap station, and this was like 2.5 years ago, so quite a while ago. My car was getting swapped. Gen 1 swap station, you still have to get out of the car. So the technician was swapping the car, and then we were next to a restaurant. That swap station was next to a restaurant, and we see these sort of middle-aged gentlemen, 3-4 of them, and saying, hey, look, there's a Li Auto swap station. I'm like, dude, that's not Li Auto, that's NIO. It just shows the amount of lack of knowledge towards this whole entire thing, or this whole entire situation. So definitely, they got to put out big marketing budget. Nothing else is really going to make this public knowledge unless they make that big leap of faith, put ads in prime time just about battery swap. If they do it about cars, it's going to be a complete waste of money. Don't do it about cars. The whole entire reason people buy NIOs mainly is for battery swap. They better get that ad out there. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.